Guitar stuff with John.
Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome to JP Cormier's channel. I'm JP, of course, and this is Guitar Stuff with John. And we love to do, well, all kinds of things here. As you know, love talking about guitars, music, recording, whatever you want to talk about. And so if you like what you see here, hit subscribe, please. Helps us a lot. And if you want to join our private membership, click join. You can get all kinds of secret little goodies from us for a couple dollars a month. It's incredible. And yeah, if you want to support us in any way that you want, you can send a tip to jpcormier38@gmail.com through internet or e-transfer, or to paypal.me/jpcormiermusic. So there's all the business out of the way. This video here is going to be about a sister guitar to a guitar I reviewed recently. Now y'all know that I am a massive Yamaha fan, and I have been all my life. It's occupational hazard because my oldest brother Dave had one. Back in the early 70s, he paid $1,000 for an FG1500 in 1972. A guitar made out of, Brazilian rosewood. It's just incredible. It was a custom shop guitar. And I wish to God I had it today. But he pawned it in a pawn shop in Halifax in the 90s. And we lost it. But anyhow, Yamaha still makes great guitars. And they recently came out with sort of a reworking of their original Red Label guitars based upon the FG180 and 160. And the last Yamaha video I did was on the FG, or I'm sorry, just going to double check here. Yeah, they're still using FG, sorry. It's I had the FG3, or the FGX3, which is a guitar that comes with their own proprietary pickup system. It's a Canon. It's a Canon guitar. I always wanted the 5, though. And it took me a while to find one. And I happened to walk into Along McQuaid, thank you guys, in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. And my good buddy in there said, "You want to see a good guitar?" And I didn't know what he was going to show me. We walked into the guitar room, and filled with Taylors, Gibsons, Martins, you name it. And he said, "That's the best sounding guitar in the whole store." And he pointed to this, the FGX5. Now, this guitar is the top of the line of these Red Label instruments. I couldn't afford it, but I took it anyway. I put some of it on my account. I put some money down on it, and I took it. I couldn't help it. This guitar is ridiculous. I want to take a close look at it, and then we're going to hear what it sounds like. But let me show it to you first. So here we are at the headstock. It looks just like the FG3. It's got the old tuning fork emblem, gold foil under the finish. The whole guitar is satin finished. It's got the beautiful metal. This is a metal plate. It's really well done. The 1966 inception date there. And it's got a bone saddle, or a bone nut, sorry. The action in the neck is incredible. Ebony fingerboard. Ebony fingerboard, beautiful. And then this little doll here I love. This is a mahogany pickguard. And it feels really nice. And of course they have this engineered top, this aged top. A type of torrefaction, I'm not sure which type, but look at the grain. Look how nice that grain is. And how it's bookmarked. Look at the wave of that grain when you turn the guitar. It's just gorgeous. And of course they have tusk pins and a bone saddle, compensated. There's a little darling right there. The FGX5, Red Label. And then, if we switch over to the back, we see this beautiful mahogany. This guitar is solid, and I'm telling you, they pick some gorgeous wood. It is so well done. It's got that beautiful satin finish. It just glows. Look at that. All bound in, and I'm not sure what. That is a wood it's bound in. I'm just not sure what kind. It could even be ebony. I don't know, but it's a dark, dark wood. It's probably an Asian wood of some kind. You got a beautiful heel, nice mahogany heel cap. The back of the neck is gorgeous, all mahogany. These proprietary antique style Yamaha tuners, which are just gorgeous, beautiful. And again, it's got the Acoustic pickup system in it, right here, which is a blended system. Has a pickup under the saddle and a mic inside the guitar. You can blend here. Get your master volume and your bass EQ here. And then, of course, the battery, again, is in the end pin, right there. So, very nice. It runs on two, which it doesn't have in it, but I'm going to put in it, 2 AA batteries, and there you go. That's as quick as the battery change is, right there. So, yeah, it's a stunning guitar. It really is. It's a beautiful looking instrument. It looks old. It looks vintage. Very much reminiscent of frankly, a Martin D18. It's about the same guitar. But I can tell you something right now. There's no 18 that can stand up against this. And I just heard a whole bunch of Martin players cringe. But when you hear this guitar, you're not going to believe your ears. So I'm going to play it for you right now. So here we are. This is the moment of truth. And I'm telling you, if this guitar retails for about $2,000, I've played dozens of D18 Martins. And I've played ones that sound like this, but they were 40 years old. That was the problem. To find one that sounds like this off the rack is unheard of. And I'm going to play this guitar for you. I'm going to put my Aston Origin mic just right in front of this so it picks up this whole guitar. And and these are the dead factory strings on it, because it's been played. Everybody in the store wanted this guitar in Charlottetown. They couldn't afford it, apparently, or they didn't want to spend the money on it. And yeah, so there was a lot of people played this guitar. So the strings are a bit worn, but still unbelievable. I didn't bother changing them. These are the factory strings that came with it from Japan. So just take a gander at this thing. Ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I don't think I've ever played a Yamaha that sounded this good, like out of the box, with terrible strings. And I'm gonna tweak the action just a little for my liking with the truss rod, because these guitars have incredibly good dual action. They push the whole neck either backwards or forwards. The relief is sort of built into the neck, and you can change the neck angle and give yourself perfect action with these systems. And you can just play it all day. I'm actually gonna put some strings on it because it's really gonna kick with new strings. But I just love it, and let's plug it in, and I'm gonna do something kind of cool. I think I'm just gonna plug this directly into my Pro Tools, so you can hear without any coloration what the pickup actually sounds like. So yeah, and I'll check it out through the headphones, and we'll hear a dry bone interpretation of what the pickup sounds like with no color, no EQ, to give us an idea of how well it works. Now, I got to say something. The FG3 that I have, the piezo is not properly seated. And what that means is that the middle strings, actually the A, D, and G, are quieter than the B and E and the upper E. And it's very frustrating. But it's actually quite normal to get guitars like that because they don't sometimes take real close attention on whether the bottom of the bridge slot is perfected or not. And it only takes a micron to cause connection to be bad, like for the pressure of the saddle to push down in that middle the way it should to get all the strings come out the same volume. So me and my buddy Chris, we're going to take it apart and just make sure the saddle bottom's completely flat and that the slot inside is completely flat and that the piezo's sitting in there perfectly. Because it's a good sounding setup for piezo. It's not my favorite. I love K&Ks for a multitude of reasons, and this is why. Because this is the reason I use K&K. Because here's this beautiful guitar. I haven't tried it yet. Now, if we plug this in and I find that these strings aren't balanced, I'm going to be pissed because I got to fix this, right? If it was a K&K, I wouldn't have to fix anything. And so, anyhow, that has to be done to the other one, the FG3. But we're going to plug this in. I'm going to put some batteries in it. And we're going to plug it right into Pro Tools so you can hear it dry, just right through the system. And we'll check out and see how they did on this one with the dual source piezo mic setup. Proprietary system from Yamaha. Okay, guys, I got the cans on. I've got the guitar plugged in right into Pro Tools. So what you're going to hear is no EQ, no nothing. It's just raw right into Pro Tools. And so I'm going to start off with no mic on. What you're going to hear first is just the piezo. And then I'm going to bring it up to 50-50 because that's as much as I would use of a mic on stage if I was playing live. I would never use any more than that. So it'll start out just piezo. And then I'm going to drop up the mic I'm going to bring it up so that's half mic and half piezo. And here we go. So I'm going to mute the room mics here and turn this bad boy on, and let's listen to this thing. Yes, sir. It sounds really, really good. I'm impressed with it. No problems with the piezo on this. The piezo on this one is very well balanced. And yeah, it sounds really, really good. So again, I'm really impressed with this guitar, and I'm crooked and it's really bugging me, so I'm going to fix myself. I'm sorry, but I've had numerous people ask me about this instrument because I mentioned it in the the FX3 video. A couple of mistakes I've made that I want to correct too. I'm actually thinking that this pickguard is either rosewood or ebony. I'm sorry, it's not mahogany. And there was another mistake I made looking back at when I looked back at the footage. Well, probably more than one. But anyhow, that for sure. This is not mahogany. Sorry, this is rosewood or ebony. Not sure which. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's beautifully done. So there you go. There's again, and I'm sorry if I offended anybody, but it is what it is. I really believe that this guitar for under $2,000, they're about $1,900 and then tax and whatnot, and they come with a gorgeous hard shell flight case with the Yamaha badge on it. It's just beautiful case, black interior, very nice case, and so there's so many great choices out there for guitars, right? And I know from personal experience, I have never in my lifetime, and this is a fact, I have never in my lifetime had a Yamaha fail on me in any way, shape, or form. Not one of them. And I've owned dozens of them. And some of them, I owned a Yamaha once that was worth about $22,000. And I sold it to a collector in Halifax, a close friend of mine, who has a pair of my Yamahas that were custom made for me that I don't tour with anymore because I didn't want to destroy them, and I wanted to have somebody have them that loved them, and he does. And like, I know Yamaha inside out. I've been working on these guitars and playing music and writing and performing and recording with Yamaha all my life. And me and Robin Boucher have sat around and talked about the history of Yamaha. Yamaha has made tremendously good guitars since 1966, and so don't discount them. If you're looking for a super high-end guitar, this is it. This is a guitar that will last you the rest of your life. It'll never come apart. Their warranties are fantastic. I've never had, well, see, that's the thing, It's odd because most people who buy a Yamaha buy a $300 Yamaha, and there's no worry of ever having to activate a warranty or repair on a $300 guitar, right? But this guitar, you definitely might want to have the warranty in place, even though I don't think you'll ever use it, because I seriously don't think this guitar will ever fail. I've never seen one blow up yet, so. That note there. All right. I love you guys. There's the FGX5, the top of the line of the red labels for now. That's another exciting thing about Yamaha. Once they start to build guitars like this in their timeline, they often come out with limited editions and special one-offs, and keep your eyes open. I wouldn't be surprised to at some point see an FGX7 come out that's going to be really limited edition. It'd probably be around $4,000, and if they do that, I know I'm going to probably sell something in here to get one, because if it's better than this thing, I don't know how they could get better than this one, but just love this guitar. It's a beautiful instrument. for the money, you can't beat it. So there you go. There's my review of the FGX5 by Yamaha. And stay tuned, because we got more things coming up, really cool things coming up in the next few weeks. And there you go. There's my review. And we hope you enjoy this and enjoy the channel. And I appreciate all your comments and questions, and I'm trying real hard to answer them and create content that you want to see. So thanks. Hit subscribe, hit join if you want, send us a few dollars if you want, or just drink a beer in my honor. I don't care. We love you. We'll see you next time. Yamaha's ruling the roost today.